Today I'm here in the studio at Gift at 50th and Prospect with educator and author Dayonne Richardson, owner of Mirror Mirror Books. Hi Dayonne, thanks so much for joining us.
Hi, I'm so happy to be here with you.
I'd love to get started by you just telling us a little bit about yourself and your ties to Kansas City.
Yes, so I am a KCK native. I grew up in Kansas City, Kansas, and I have had the privilege to also be a teacher in those same areas. And so I have been a teacher for over 10 years and an author for 3.
And I know a big part of your story is about, the importance of books and reading in classrooms. Can you talk about that and, especially those younger grades, when you were reading in class and what sort of impact that had and how that led to your business?
Yeah, so I noticed that a lot of the books that I was reading to my students, they were not a reflection of them. I predominantly worked in inner city schools, and what I found is I didn't have a lot of books that looked like my children. And so in 2020, when I started creating my first book, I Told the Storm, it was important to me that they had that mirror. And then since 2020, I've gone on to make a business, Mirror Mirror Books, where students have a chance to see themselves, whether it's a character in a book, whether it's a doll, a t-shirt, a tote bag. I want them to experience that mirror. Research says that 70% of children's books are either of white characters or animals. So that to me says more than you're gonna find one that looks like you're gonna find an elephant and a pig or, something different. And so wanting to give my readers the opportunity to see themselves as the hero, as the one who succeeds, as the one who triumphs in the story. That was really important to me. And since I've released both books, my students say, oh, she looks like me, or he looks like my cousin. And that warms my heart because that's the mirror effect. When we think about our self-identity, when we look in the mirror, we love what we see. Sometimes we might not, but we say, okay, I'm just gonna make sure I do this differently, or we try to accentuate something different. It's the same way with books. When we look at the main character as being someone who doesn't look like us, but is getting the compliments, getting celebrated, getting the praise, that can trigger to our identity to say, well, how come I couldn't be that? Am I that? And so there is research that supports the more we see ourselves represented well in other items, the more that helps our self-esteem. Magazines, TV, all of those play a part in our identity, whether we wanted to or not. And so when I think about my characters looking like the children that I service, they know, and they're proud of it. The way we wear our hair is so different. The different styles, and to have them she has her hair like Grace. A girl had little Afro puffs. And I'm take a picture with Grace. So it shows you that yes, it serves a beautiful purpose.